There we go. Yo, what is good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Renegade Roundtable podcast here. I am Jeffrey Kirby. As always, each and every week, we're joined by Jared. Jared, how in the hell are you?
Doing all right, doing good, chilling, feeling good. Another crazy weekend of games, and we got the win. It's all that matters. It's all that matters in the end.
I've gone from never seeing a Steeler win to 2 in a row.
It's crazy.
And in 48 hours, I have the potential to bring home a third win this year. I will be at the Cleveland game on Thursday, so it's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. This weekend, I was in Pittsburgh for the Ravens game. Had a blast. The atmosphere was not what I was expecting, but for those that don't know, there was a big deal when it came to the tailgating and stuff out there. There's been a whole lot. There's been, all kinds of different tailgates. They've been having issues now because different companies that own these parking lots, whatever, saying you can't. It's just because. So the atmosphere down there before the game was nowhere near what I was used to seeing the last couple times that I've been there, which sucked because especially that game. Like that game is one of those where it's like you anticipate the atmosphere just being off the rails.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One thing that shocked me, barely saw any Ravens fans. Barely saw any. Did not see. I was genuinely shocked by that. Did I think that they were going to go and take our stadium over? No, absolutely not. But did I think that there were going to be a good amount of Ravens fans there? Absolutely, I thought there would be. But there wasn't. There was. And I was genuinely shocked by that. But you know what? That's good for us. Yeah. Teams don't take our stadium over the way that we do.
Oh yeah.
And I hope to see that again this in 48 hours.
I'm sure you will.
No, it's going to be a blast. Just so you guys know, we're going to be kind of doing a shorter podcast today. I got to get out of here early. And obviously we're doing it on a Tuesday, not a Thursday like usual. As we said, I'll be at the game. My guy Brandon's flying in from Cleveland. In fact, I'll be picking him up right about now. So, Thursday's going to be craziness. And so I got stuff going on Thursday morning. So figure let's just do it today. And it works out perfect because we're right in between the two games. And this is one of those games where, for me personally, this is the game that's always meant the most to me personally because I'm from here. I'm from Cleveland. I got to deal with all these fans. But this year, it's just different. It's just different this year. And because, I mean, the Browns suck ass. They're right now, everyone here in the Cleveland area, at this point, they've moved on to the Cavs.
Yep.
They're more focused on the Cavs. The Browns
understandable.
Which, I mean, very well understandable.
All right now.
Yeah. But speaking of which, there you go. But yeah, that this week has not been like nowhere near as much shit talking, which kind of sucks because I always like the banter.
Yeah, always. Well, Mr. Myles Garrett took a little dish at Mr.
I did see that. I just watched that before we got going, and I mean, to be fair, if I'm not mistaken, Myles didn't say anything. Well,
he didn't say who.
Well, no, that's not where I was going with that. Because we all know TJ made a comment saying it's nothing I'm not used to. When Myles won the Defensive Player of the Year over TJ Watt, which TJ should have won. But that's here nor there at this point. Congratulations to Myles still. Your team sucks. But my thing is, I don't remember what Myles Garrett was like back then. Like, I don't remember, or in terms of like his stats, I don't remember if he had a great year, or if there was a year that he got hurt. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember if it was 22 or 23, but there was one year where he was hurt for a good amount of the year because he got into a car accident. I remember.
I think it was 22.
Well, so it would have been no. Oh wait, so 21 was the year that TJ won it. So 21, that was the year that Baker got hurt. Oh, I don't remember how Myles was in that year. Like, I don't remember, but I mean, TJ, I mean, there was absolutely zero debate on who it was going to be that year. Last year, obviously, there was a great debate. You could, if you said Myles Garrett, I mean, I'm going to disagree with you, but you're making a great argument. Like, I understand it. If you said TJ, obviously, I'm going to agree with you, and there's arguments for that, and that was last year. Now, we've moved on to this year, and it's going to be it'll be first time we get to see these two guys match up in a game against each other. That's going to be fun to watch. But we'll get to that game here in a sec. I want to get into this Ravens game just really quickly.
Yep.
Wow, did we get lucky at times?
Listen,
but
all it takes sometimes.
In this game against the Ravens, I don't care how it looks. As long as we score one more point than the Baltimore Ravens, you know it's going to be ugly. You know it's going to be nasty. You know it's going to be nitty-gritty football. Anyone who thought this was going to be a high-scoring affair, you're out of your mind.
The under was a lock this week. Whoever they put the over.
Whatever the under is in this game ever, I'm immediate under.
They put it at the high. It was like 48 and a half was the over under. I'm pretty sure for this game.
There was not a chance in hell that over was hitting.
So, like I said, doesn't matter how we won. We still won. We got 2 more points than Baltimore.
Shout out to Justin Tucker.
Oh man, it's rough year for Mr. Tucker over here.
Shout out to Justin Tucker. Shout out to Derrick Henry for fumbling on the second snap of the game. Shout out to Peyton Wilson for that hell of an interception. That's a second interception we've had like that in the last 5 years against them, because remember the Devin Bush interception his rookie year. That was fun to see. This game was interesting.
And like I said, all that matters is we got the W. We didn't get a touchdown. Everyone's complaining about not getting a touchdown. I just want to win. Who cares about whatever happened? It's one game. Did Russ look good? No, he didn't look his greatest at all. Threw an interception in the end zone. Could Darnell Washington made that play? Of course, he's 6'7".
Yeah, I put a little bit more blame on Darnell Washington on that interception, but a little other than that, we got the dub. We're 8-2, a game and a half up in the North. Big game Thursday night. We could be the winning season is basically it right here for Mike Tom. Wins on Thursday. Yeah. You can no losing season. To everyone that was saying that's going to happen this season. And that's the thing, too, about now, as much as we say that Cleveland sucks.
Yep.
And they have not been good. I'm not, for 1 second, not going to have in the back of my mind that this is not some sort of trap game.
Oh, yeah.
Because considering that the history of the last couple times that this game has been on Thursday Night Football in Cleveland has won. I was at one of them. I was at the Myles Garrett, Mason Rudolph game in 2019. Then you had the game in 22 that went in Cleveland's favor. Yep. And as much as right now things have not been going well for Cleveland, Jameis Winston's a guy, he's not afraid of taking chances.
Oh, he's not
afraid. He's not afraid to make those tough plays and give his wide receivers a chance. Their secondary is still a pretty damn good secondary. Myles Garrett is Myles Garrett, as much as you want to say. Now, when it comes to the offensive line for Cleveland, this is where we need to feast. DeJuan Jones, their right tackle, out for the year. Jedrick Wills, he's out here making business decisions. And so it's just been an absolute hot mess because you had DeJuan Jones. He was playing left tackle for Jedrick Wills. He gets hurt. So now you're going to probably have to put Jed Wills back there if he is healthy. And then it's a big old crapshoot of a mess.
It is a mess. Throw out the records out the way. You know, the divisional game, it's huge. You know, it's huge. It's a short turnaround week coming off of the Ravens win. It's a quick turnaround. Hopefully, we get to see Corey Trice come out there and play this week. A lot of we know Highsmith's not going to play this week. Another week, so this little mini bye is going to help for them for them to get healthy. Just the offense needs to be a little more better. It has to be better than Sunday. I'm sure you saw since you were at the game. They used Justin Fields for a couple plays, which I've been harping on for weeks.
Yes, you have,
and months, and I'm saying more. Why are we not doing this more? I said I was watching the game with my dad on Sunday. He's like, why not use him in the red zone more if needed, for a run play? Justin Fields can still throw the ball if needed, if he decides to, but it's just that running factor gives defense second, guessing themselves of what to attack on the offensive side.
Yeah, it was really nice to see that. It was really nice and it added such a different dynamic to things. If you listen to George Pickens, which by the way, for the way that he sounds, the way that he talks, like in the press conference, like in that post-game press conference, it's very good. I love seeing where it's like, yeah, he has this persona of like being the NFL's version of NBA Youngboy and all that, and all this and that. But the way that he talks, it's like he's very, he sounds very intelligent. He sounds very, very precise with what he's saying. And I love to see that. And he mentioned that. He said that, listen, it adds a different dynamic to things. It keeps defenses on their toes because, well, yes, you're still going to be worrying about running the football. He's going to have that threat. He's also someone that, you anticipate run. All right, bet he can start to run, boom, little jump pass or something, and that could turn into a big play. It adds a different dynamic to things. And having someone like Justin Fields on your team was perfect for this game in preparation.
Yep.
You have someone who has that kind of speed who could go around and just run around like a chicken with his head cut off, and having these guys ready and prepared. It's such like Justin Fields on the bench is still so important to this team.
Oh yeah, and I know we we're talking about the game. We shout out to our special kicker. We have the best kicker in the league, Boswell. 6 for 6 on field goals is another remarkable. The third time in his career having 6 or more field goals in a game.
I believe that was what? Number 4? That's 4th time doing that?
He had, he probably did one in Cincinnati back then. He had one in the playoff game
Kansas City. Had one this year against Atlanta.
And then this past week, he had another one. Yeah, so it's pretty remarkable of what we have in a special kicker. Put a statue of him in front of the stadium. He's our sign him to the life-term deal. He is our kicker.
With the way that kickers just bounce around nowadays, we have been so blessed.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I hated the kicking era, not having a solid kicker to make field goals.
Because we've always, you go from having was it Jeff Reed? I'm over here. I'm over here wanting to call him Josh Reed for a sec. I'm thinking of Josh Scobie, the old kicker for the Seahawks during the Super Bowl. But you had Jeff Reed for a while. Then you had Sean Sweezum for a while. And so we've been pretty blessed for the most part with kickers in this out. And it's so important. And thank you to the Lord above for Christopher Boswell.
So, again, big win, 8-2, number 3 in the the number 1 seed is still it's attainable. It's not that far. I'm not going that far off.
I know.
It's attainable. Chiefs lost on Sunday, and we
Listen.
still play the Chiefs in a month.
Are you sure we're going to be able to watch that game with the way that Netflix had broadcasted?
No, Netflix needs to get their shit together before this game comes off. Before the 25th. If they ruin my Christmas, oh man, it's not just me. Everyone is going to have a fit. Everyone's going to have a fit. I think Netflix will have no more games if that happens.
Mr. Grinch. That will be me.
Same thing with I know this is a little off topic. WWE Raw going on Netflix next year.
Absolutely.
Because that impacts that too. You would think.
You would think, absolutely.
Because
so right now the Steelers are the 3 seed. Mm-hmm. Now this is also just granted to a Buffalo. Well, now they would be number 2 anyway.
Yep.
They have had their bye week. In fact, their bye week is this week.
Yep.
And then, but they're also 3-0 in their division. We're only 1-0, so they would be the number 3 seed right now anyway. But yeah, if you could get a win over Kansas City, which they are definitely, as much as they're the 9-1 is one thing, they're beatable as hell.
Yep.
And that's going to be something that game when we saw the schedule back in May, we're like thinking, really, NFL, why are you doing this to us? Now you're thinking, if we can continue to win and continue to win against good teams, back-to-back weeks, Commanders, very good team, very good offense, you get the win. Baltimore, very good offense, the best offense in the NFL.
Well, I don't know if you go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was saying, well, I don't know if you saw, Steelers are 5-0 against playoff teams right now.
Yes. A mixture of that. The Steelers going up against the best run defense in the NFL puts up over 100 against them.
Yep.
This team, they'll win ugly when they need to. They can look good at times. This team has us feeling so good. Like, we're so excited every week to tune in to watch this game because we're excited that we actually have an offense that's competent in the NFL. We have a defense that's still good. We have special teams that constantly has been making play after play after play. It's been absolutely incredible to watch.
Yeah, it's very great to see. This is I had to shout out my friend Jacob. He was talking about how good our defense has been. It's probably been the best defense we had since 2019, I think it is.
2020 our defense was very good.
2020, he said it's probably the best defense we had. He just says, when down the line, we should just keep every piece on this defense. That we, keep this team around, keep that same defense, that's for future down the line, for the offseason. We'll when that time comes around. But this is a real good chance. We win this game Thursday, be 9-2, and then we got Cincinnati, Cleveland again, then Philly right after. Like, I can't wait for the Philly game.
Oh,
I cannot wait for the Philly game because they're beatable. Every team's beatable, of course, but Philly is beatable too. I think.
As crazy as this sounds, and TJ Black, I see your comment. I'm going to get to you in half a second after I say this. As crazy as this is going to sound, I think we have a better chance of beating the Chiefs than the Eagles.
It's not a crazy thought.
And you know what? If we were going to lose, if we had to choose one to win and choose one to lose, I'd rather it be that. If we lose to the Eagles but then beat Kansas City, I'd much rather it be that way.
Of course.
If I had to choose in that scenario.
Of course. It's an AFC opponent too that that you win. That's more important.
Yep.
For seeding in the playoffs, the number 1 seed is really, like I said, that important. The Bills still have a little tough schedule. They play the Niners after their bye week. I know the Niners are a mess right now. The Chiefs got the Panthers this week, so they got to get that game for them. Well, we'll see what happens, but We just got to win our game on Thursday night against the Browns. Kirby needs to bring up us a third dub for the year, and 3 in a row going against Jameis Winston and that offense. You still got Nick Chubb back there, Jerry Jeudy, I know out there. You still got to contain them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Go out and get the job done.
Let's go and get the job done. All right, TJ, here, I'm going to get to your comment real quick. If you told me that we would be a top 3 team in the AFC, I would have said bullshit. And I think a lot of us would have said if Russell Wilson or Justin Fields goes out there and ball out, we would have the chance to be, but that would be more unlikely than not. But as of now, and when you hear teams talk about real top contenders in the AFC, the Steelers are consistently being brought up now.
Yep.
It's beautiful to see.
It's now the media is starting to get us a little more attention. Everyone's trying to, say, oh, the Steelers this, I saw Shannon Sharp says we're the best team in the AFC if I had to pick overall. Stephen A disagrees, of course, and he's a Steelers fan going with the Buffalo Bills.
I'm not going to argue.
I'm not going to argue either, but, you can't say that, we're not a top 3 team or, top 3 team in the AFC. I don't think that's an argument anymore. We have a legit defense, and a competent offense. And if your argument's going to be, oh, we scored all field goals on Sunday, it shouldn't, that matters a little bit. It's a little concerning, I guess, but this is a division rivalry game. It's an ugly game, and you're not expect anything to be pretty. If Justin Tucker makes one of those field goals, they win the game.
Yeah,
they win the game.
Everything.
That's it right there.
But all right, guys, we got to get out of here. I apologize for the very short podcast, but like I said, I have to get out of here. I got a meeting I got to go to. But I do want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you guys do, smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, drop a comment. If you were on YouTube, if you're on X, go and follow us both here on X. Or he's right there.
Yeah.
I'm right there. And until then, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. If you're going to be at the Browns game, let me know. DM me. Let me know so I can come see you. And until then, let's go.
Big
Steelers.
Game for you this weekend, huh? For your Buckeyes, huh?
Buddy. Oh, I can't wait. And then
I can't believe it's a 12 o'clock game. That's the crazy part, too.
Unpopular opinion. I love Big Noon Kickoff. I'm not mad at it. But until then, you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Peace out, everyone.